Hello. Our project is assessing climate change risk of rural urban flooding communities. What we want to accomplish with this project is to discover variability in saltwater intrusion and sea level rise, or SWISLR. We sought to create a centralized database of studies accessible through an interactive map. But what does studying SWISLR really entail? Studies about SWISLR cover its effects on ecosystems, living areas, and farmland. They can also cover the societal or economic impacts of saltwater inundation. There is such a wide variety in the effects of Swizzler, so our project aims to visualize the data to help researchers and local communities develop solutions.
Okay, so we started our project by gathering papers from research databases, mainly from Scopus and Web of Science. We tried to automate that process, so we decided to use the Scopus API at first, and also the Web of Science API.
Yeah.
But then we really realized that if we wanted to get to extract the data we needed from the papers, you would need more than just the information you get from those APIs.
Of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And the APIs, they only provided us with the abstract and the title, which was not enough in some cases. Although it was enough, sometimes it would be so much better if we had access to the full text or the entire PDF paper. And in order to do that, well, we tried doing it through the legal way of doing it. So, but we encountered lots of paywalls in the process, and we didn't want to pay that price. So we found this website called SciHub, which is a website where you just enter the DOI and it would return you the PDF papers. So we eventually, Otman, he developed proxies. Can you
Yeah.
talk about? Yeah.
So I started scraping a lot of PDF papers using this website SciHub. Eventually we got blocked, so we could get a few papers which was very helpful, but
Yeah.
that's not something we could have been doing in the long term.
Yeah.
We did use those papers and we did what we call PDF mining
Yeah.
to extract the data we needed using at
Uh,
first a library called Spacey.
Yeah.
And also the ChatGPT API.
Yeah.
And
So it's an entire pipeline, so we get the PDF papers, and then we extract the text through PDF miner, and then we send the entire text to Spacey, which is a natural language processing model. But Spacey was not super optimized to detect location words, so we sent it to ChatGPT instead. And then from ChatGPT, we just optimized the prompts, and in the end, it was able to give us all the location, and it was able to identify all the location that we were looking for in the papers. So yeah, and then we exported them into CSV and then send them to ArcGIS for mapping. So that was the entire process.
So for the results, we have been collecting papers from both Scopus and Web of Science to create our own database. We try to extract the location data of these papers for further mapping. Besides that, we do some analysis of these papers to find some study hotspot in Switzerland. We basically focus on their publication year and their subject. We also created Python scripts to help automate numerous processes and tasks. We try to make our project as efficient as possible. To maintain this project, our code is now available on GitHub. And the end of our product is an interactive map. We plan to implement this on Switzerland website, hoping that it will help more people understand the diversity of Switzerland's consequences and the solutions being developed to combat it.